Multiplication. And we're moving on from just simple basic facts. We're moving on from simple facts into more complicated multiplication problems, but not terribly complicated. For example, you might have 340 times 8. And let me take this opportunity to once again tell you how critically important it is that you know your basic math facts. We talked about this the other day, but I can't say it enough. And if we're talking about what's the algorithm that we do for multiplication, and it's important that you understand, do you realize that when you do this problem, we do it like a really simplified way of doing a whole bunch of problems here? Really what this problem is the same thing as saying, okay, I'm taking 8 times 0, and then I'm taking 8 times, when you do multiplication, right, we usually do it like this. We take 8 times 0 and get 0, right? Then you go 8 times 4 and get 32, right? You guys ever done this before? And put the 2 down there? But really, what you did when you multiplied that 8 times the 4 is that you weren't really multiplying by 4. What were you really multiplying by? That 4, because it's in that spot right there, you're really taking 8 and multiplying it by 40. We just don't do it out like that. We kind of put it together. And then I put my 3 up here because I got 32. And this 8 times 3 is, what's 8 times 3? 24, and I add that 3 to it to get 227. But really, when I multiplied by that 3, I wasn't just multiplying by 3, I was multiplying by 300. Because if you take 8 times 0, which is 0, 8 times 40, which is 320, and 8 times 300, which is 2,400, if you combine all of those, you get exactly what we got here. We just don't want to spend the time to do all that all out like that. But it's important that you know that's what you're doing. 2720. You're kind of doing it in a simplified, algorithmic sort of way that gets you that. 8 times 340 is the same thing as 8 times 0 plus 8 times 40 plus 8 times 300. That's really what you're doing when we do this whole math problem here. We just do it a short way, probably because, why? We don't want to spend the time to do it out really, really long, right? Okay, but that's really, when you're multiplying 8 times, okay. Enough preaching to the choir here. Let me give you one, see how you do with this one. 641 times 5. I will let you do that first, and we'll see how you do that. On your mark, get set, go. You should be done by now. All right, maybe it'll take you a little longer than that. 641 times 5. 641 times 5. 641 times 5. $641 times 5. Is that an answer? Luke says,
2,205.
I'm sorry, what?
2,205.
Well, let's check. 5 times 1 is 5, correct? 5 times 4 is 20. I put the 0 down, but I moved the 2 over. 5 times 6 is 30, I believe. Plus 2 is 32. I get 3,205. And again, I want you to remember and know, you got this, which is the same thing as taking 600 times 5 plus 40 times 5 plus 1 times 5. That's what you're doing in one big step here. This is 3,000, that's 200, that's 5. 3,205. Luke, where did we make our mistake? 6 times 5? Now, in addition to that, here's where you have to be careful. If they give you $9.68 times 3. Please make sure if you're multiplying something with money in it, your answer needs to be in money. So whatever numbers you get for your answer, you're going to have to make changes into dollars and cents. You do it the same exact way. Okay, do it the same exact way. We're still multiplying 3 times 8 and getting 24. 3 times 6 is 18 plus 2 is 20. 27 plus 2 is 29. You can't write down 2,904 for your answer because that will be marked wrong because in fact, Aaron, it should be. Right. You just need to put the decimal point in there, the dollar sign over there, and everybody, including the teachers, incredibly ecstatic and / overjoyed, as it would be. Now be careful because what about this problem? $323 times 6. 323 times 6. Notice there's no cents in this, so in your answer, when you get your answer, it's already going to be in dollars. Okay, God bless you. It's not. You don't have to put the cents in it because this one had the decimal point in it. This one didn't, so you don't need to put the decimal point cents in this one. You just do that whole problem out there. Brian, what'd you come up with for this one? Or didn't you? Oh, you're too busy? Sidetracked? I can see that. Alan? $1,938. Let's see. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 2 is 12 plus 1 is 13. Boom, 18. You say $1,938? Yep, there you go. Well done, well said. No cents in there because there's no decimal point cents over there. I'm sure you've done a lot of this multiplication before, yes? I'm sure Mrs. Lutz just beat it in your